Warning, the following video may contain spoilers for Smackdown Live. If you have not seen Smackdown Live, please turn away now. This is your final warning. I'm not kidding, guys. Turn back now and come back later. Enjoy the video. The return of some major players in SmackDown Live's tag team division, also a SmackDown Live Women's Championship contract signing, a great main event match between John Cena and Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler gets yet another rematch against The Miz, and Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton looks to be finally happening. These are my top 5 favorite moments from SmackDown Live. Let's go! What's going on, everybody? My name is Brandon Duchair Craven, and these are my top 5 favorite moments from SmackDown Live. This time it's for 9/20/2016. So without further ado, let's go. Number 5 this week, Randy Orton versus Eric Rowan. I didn't get a chance to see all of the match, but from what I did see, it was a pretty good match, and it did further the storyline for Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton. I hope that they have signed that on for No Mercy coming up in October. I really hope they have, because that's going to be a good match. Number 4 this week, the return of American Alpha. They lost, but they have a story going with Chad Gable still dealing with his leg injury. So it's going to be interesting to see how that dynamic kind of plays into their matches going forward. So we'll see what happens. Number 3 this week, The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler, and I think this is part 3, Honestly, it doesn't matter. They could wrestle 100 times, and it'd still be good, in my opinion. And it would still be something new, unlike Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin, who should have only wrestled once, not 6 times. But then again, Miz won by cheating, so it kind of ruined the end of the match, but it's a classic kill ending. I mean, what are you going to do? Number 2 this week, the contract signing for the Women's SmackDown title coming up at No Mercy between Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss. It was only like the first 10 minutes of the show, but both Alexa Bliss and Becky Lynch really showed a lot and made a big impact for the start of the show. Consider me interested. And my number 1 pick for this week, John Cena versus Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose ended up getting the win by roll-up. It was an absolutely fantastic matchup. I want to know something, though, so leave me a comment in the comment section. Do you think John Cena should tie Ric Flair for 16 World Championships? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. I'll hold my comment until later, until we see it happen. Let's check out some honorable mentions for this week. My honorable mention for this week, the women's tag team match that saw Naomi and Nikki Bella on one side and Natalya and Carmella on the other side. Wasn't much of a match, but it did further the storyline for Nikki and Carmella, so that's always good when a match furthers a story. That's always good for me. So we'll see. Let's check out some pros and cons for this week. My pro for this week, they seem to be holding their own against Raw every week, and I'm talking about SmackDown Live as a whole, seems to be holding their own every week against Raw. So, you know, props to SmackDown and whatever they're doing, whatever that creative team is doing to counter Raw, props to them, because they are holding their own every single week. My con for this week, the main event should have been more definitive in my opinion. Ambrose could have gone over without using a roll-up pin, but it is what it is. I mean, honestly, I would have liked to have seen Dean Ambrose get a more clean win, a more decisive win, but it was still a great match. And that's going to do it for my top 5 favorite moments from SmackDown Live for this week. If you haven't yet, check out my latest top 5 moments from Monday Night Raw right here. And I also posted a video that pertains to WWE 2K17's My Career Mode, you can check that out right here. So check those out for me. Check back next week for another edition of my top 5 favorite moments from SmackDown Live and Raw. And also, coming up Monday will be my review of WWE Clash of Champions. So check that out as well. My name is Brandon Dude Craven. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe right here on the Roller Wrestling Review YouTube channel. See you next time.